Finally, I can talk about this. So when I'm recording this video, it is April 1st. I'm recording this video on April 1st. And when you might be watching this, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll probably be watching this towards the end of April. So that feels like a long time ago, that I recorded it, right? But I have had to hold my tongue for a while because I was making the April Fool's Day video that I just posted today. So now that I've posted it today, I can talk about it so that I won't be spoiling people on my Patreon about it. I did an April Fool's Day video. If you haven't seen it, go back to April 1st. It was like episode 374 reaction, but it was like a bunch of question marks. You can click on that video. Basically, I dubbed an entire episode of One Piece just with my own voice, and I put that in the video. And it's very funny because there was so many moments that I had to like not talk about why I like was particularly well versed in certain things, and it's because I had watched episode 374 like hundreds of times while making that video. I had to keep rewatching it over and over. So at some point in the Sammy SY live stream that we did, he asked me a question about like a line that Usopp said, and I got it right. And I was like, I knew that line particularly well because of something that I can't talk about yet. That's what it was. I knew that line well because I had watched that scene, because that scene is flashed back to in that episode, so I'd seen it a bunch of times. So yeah, anyway, I just like, now that it's out and I can like talk about the fact that I did that, it's very funny to me. And so I wanted to say that right off the bat. And I also want to say, like, someone should give me a hell of a lot of money to dub every single episode of One Piece. Like, it's one thing to do reactions to every episode of One Piece. I'll be the first YouTuber in the world to dub every single episode, all 1,000 and whatever episodes. Anyway, this is One Piece. Today we're doing episodes 399, 400, 401, and 402, which means we're breaking the 400 barrier, which means probably, hopefully soon, I'll do my best moments from episode 300 to 400. So I gotta keep an eye out today for these final 2 episodes of that 100 to see if anything makes the cut. Because that last video with that Luffy punch, I haven't made my list yet for 300 to 400, but it feels like that's gonna be on there. I don't know where, but it feels like it's gonna be on there. Man, that was such a good... Oh man, this arc is so good so far. I can't wait to get into these episodes. So, yeah, let's not waste any more time. I already wasted a lot of your time up front talking about something that happened weeks ago for you now. So, make sure to support this video if you can. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. And I have a Patreon account, as I've already mentioned, which has the full-length reactions as well as early access. You can get the next, I don't know, several weeks of episodes on my Patreon account right now. So go check that out. It also has the full dubbed episode audio that I'd done. So if you also are interested in that April Fool's joke dubbed audio, it's currently only available on my Patreon. Maybe I open it up to the public later, but for now it's like a little reward for patrons because they support me a lot and I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's just jump into this episode 399 of One Piece. Life is adventurous, be aware it's dangerous. Gotta find my way, sail away, all the way to One Piece. Okay, recap Rubik's. I forgot this had changed. If you're new to this channel, the recap Rubik's is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap with my Rubik's Cube. Okay, that's Cube 1 complete. Let's try Cube 2, see if this is a 2-cube cap. Okay, well, that wasn't actually a 2-cube cap because I still didn't finish the second cube, but I took so long on this cube. I feel like that should have been a 2-cube cap, but it wasn't. Ah well. Rescue team. Whom art thou rescuing? Oh, they're probably the celestial dragons. I mean, I kind of like seeing the Navy have some sort of coordination. He's still holding that motherfucker's head. It's gotta be weird holding your friend's head. Your body feels hot. Oh, I wonder how his power works. Whoa! Oh my god! And he just chops them all up. So while they're in the bubble, he can take them apart as much as he wants. And he's in 3rd gear, baby. Yep. Oh, even his swords are being dragged even from here. Damn, so Kid is fucking strong. This is like Katamari. Oh my god, is he creating a mech suit? Oh no, he's just creating an arm. So it's sort of like Bone Balloon. Or like All for One's arm in My Hero Academia. Oh my god. What the fuck is he doing? That's fucked up. You have too many chests. That's insane, man. What a combo. Because he had to shrink, yeah. Oh, look at this all-star cast. Where are our flying raiders? You guys still have weapons. I mean, Kid can still drag him in. That's cool. Fair enough. Ooh, their reaction to that was serious. I imagine because they want to find the One Piece? I'd imagine, but maybe not. What? That's fucking sick. Okay, so Kid, you are looking for the One Piece. So I think he respects Luffy, because Luffy very seriously talked about the One Piece. Cool. Yes! But his name is Beppo. Hell yeah, Beppo. Oh, that's his voice. Oh. He could probably free the guy from the collar by taking his head off and then pulling it back on off the collar.
Yes! Life is
Yeah, that'd be good. Yes, Brooke! Of course. Snap their necks. Oh god! Broke their backs at least. Nice. Even Usopp can take out scores of them. Yes, baby! See, she can just take them all out with one shock. Why not? Janbart. He's very strong. Awesome. That's nice of him to give us a bit of credit. I kind of love Law. He's a great guy so far. Maybe you, Franky, do some sort of blast. Oh. Is that? Oh shit! Kuma's here? That's not what I was expecting. I thought it would be Kizaru or whatever. Holy shit! That's huge. I like Beppo a lot. I like that attitude. He's fine being the newbie on the crew, even though he's just a pirate captain. I mean, not just. Cool. That's so cool. Franky's so talented. I like how he always decorates it. Like, it always looks really nice as well. What we should be doing is getting back to the ship. Having Silvers start coding our ship ASAP. I don't know. Can these guys take Kuma? I'm hesitant about that. Like, I don't even know if the Straw Hats could have taken Kuma. Even if they were at full strength back on Thriller Bark. Oh god. Oh my god. That's hype. There's some cool confrontations going on here. I feel like Oda is just, as the story goes on, getting better and better at throwing in important players in like unexpected moments or like really vital moments. I think that's so cool. And an actual genuine fear of mine is that as we get like sort of further into the show, that will like not be happening as much in episodes, you know, 700, 800, 900, you know, like that there won't be as many of those huge players jumping in at times like that, like because Oda will have used a lot of those big players and doesn't want to like waste them anymore or something. I don't know. It's just a fear of mine because I really love that aspect of One Piece. I think it's so cool. He did it a tiny bit early on with stuff like Hawkeye showing up seemingly out of nowhere and stuff. But then as the story's gone on, he's gotten better and better at incorporating these other storylines in more. Like I love it. And I just hope it keeps going, because I mean this arc so far has been like so many different storylines colliding onto one section at the same time. So I think it's so cool. It's so great. But yeah, Kuma being here, even though like Kuma arriving out of nowhere is something they already used just before in Thriller Bark, I think it fits really nicely. Honestly, the idea that Kuma is just like this guy that we will forget about and then he'll just appear somewhere and he's incredibly dangerous is really cool. Like just the idea that out of nowhere, it's like, shit, Kuma's here. Like this is not the time. We didn't need him now. Especially after they've been saying like the Admiral's coming. It's like when they stop and they go there, I think, oh, it's going to be Kizaru. It's going to be him. But it isn't. It's Kuma. He's just here. And he's dangerous. He's very dangerous. And I don't, like, he already let us go. I don't feel like he's gonna continue to let people go. I think this would be, like, either they're gonna hold him off enough time to get away, or he's gonna defeat them, or at least one of them, you know? Like, but I don't know. Man, I don't know. I like that we learned about Beppo in this episode, because I saw Beppo in the earlier episodes and I thought he was cute and funny, and now we saw more of him. I really like him. He's cute and funny. It's great. I liked Jean Bart as well, who is now part of Law's crew, and it's just a cool way to bring that character in. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be like a big part of the story or if we're gonna see him much again, but I think that's like I'm immediately sort of attached to him because that's just a cool way to bring him in. Like, he was the slave that we'd seen this whole time, and since Law freed him, he's like, fuck it, I'd do anything except be like with the Celestial Dragon. So yeah, I'll be the lowest ranked member of your crew if you want. Like, I don't care, just get me out of here. So I like that. I would love to see, like, I would love to check in more with Law and see like that Jean Bart's like loyalty to Law has grown. That would be very cool. And I also liked the idea of, like, at the start Luffy talked about, well, I'm gonna find the One Piece, and Kid, now I think I understood this correctly, Kid said, ever since, like, you know, we've been on the sea for a while, and every time we talk about the fact that we're gonna find the One Piece, people laugh at us, and I always kill those people who laugh at us. Now we're at a point where we're very dangerous seas. The only people who deserve to be here are the people who are brave enough to talk about the One Piece. Basically saying, like, if you're gonna actually find the One Piece, you have to be strong enough to tell people you're gonna find the One Piece, because if you're so scared about what other people think about you, because it seems like a foolish dream, it seems like childish almost, the idea of like, oh, there's this amazing treasure that no one else has found, but I'm gonna be the one to find it, even though there's no proof that it's really out there. Like, the idea of saying that to people when you're supposed to be like a tough pirate, you know, like, people might think, oh, well, that makes you sound lame, but I think what Kid is kind of getting at is like, you have to be a good enough pirate that you can say that and people are still scared of you, and you're still just as powerful, even though you're saying something that's a dream like that, and you have to actually mean that dream. So I think he actually got some respect from out of Luffy for that, because, you know, not to say he didn't respect him before, I think he found him amusing before and knew that he had some potential, but I think then it was like, nah, this guy maybe is the real deal, because he just said, I'm gonna find the One Piece with a, like, completely serious face. He believes it. He believes that he will. And at this point, you can't just be like, ah, well, he's just a dumb kid, he doesn't know what he's talking about, because at this point, he's very infamous, you know? He's well known. Like, other than Kid, right? He is the most sought after pirate out of all of the supernovas. So, yeah, exciting. Anyway, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 400. Here we go.
Life is adventurous, beware it's dangerous. With the pirate of the mass, to the west, to the east, gotta find my way and sail away all the way to One Piece.
Okay. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Damn it, I was doing that pretty quickly, that cube, and there was almost no recap. Damn. So I didn't complete the first one. Crazy. Damn! Peterman's dead. Oh, good. Look at her, she's so cute. Shaki! Come on out, I want to see you again. Yes! Oh, I like that she broke her sort of cool exterior because she's worried about him. Yeah, this is a conversation I wanted to hear. This is awesome. Zoro, you're fired. We have Silver as my our vice captain now. Aw, everyone's so excited to meet him. He's a celebrity. Damn.
ゴールドロジャーは22年前に処刑されたのに、副船長のあんたは打ち首にならなかったんだ。
Good question.
一味は海軍に捕まったんだろう。
捕まったのではない。
We weren't caught?
ロジャーは自首したの。
Okay, that's
政府として
whoa.
力の孤児のた。
海賊王が自首？なんで？
Yeah. So that he had a stage to tell everyone about his.
限界が見えたか
We saw an end to our journey.
公開処刑の日から4年ほど前か。
Oh my god, we're getting Roger's Law.
不治の病に
Fatal illness? Okay.
東大森でもある医師双子岬のクロッカスという男だけが
Crocus.
その
クロッカスさん
Yeah, I was thinking it was that guy. Yeah.
懐かしい
Insane.
海賊王のクルーだったのか。
That's
そう
crazy.
いえば
君らがあったということはまだ元気
Yeah, he is doing pretty well.
完璧におめえらを探しに海に出たんじゃねえかよ。
Damn.
カッさんそんなことま
There's so many, there's tying it everywhere.
この年になるとまた会いたいもんだな。
Okay, join our crew and you can come see him.
海を制覇した後、
I know he's not going to, but that would be cool if Silver's joined our crew.
何事も派手にやらかすことが大好きな男でね。
Flashy?
宴も
Oh my god, Buggy is Gold Roger?
全員バラバラに一人また一人姿を消し
Cool visual, having all the bubbles popping.
今やどこで何をしているかほとんどわからない。
Cool, so there's still like Gold Roger's crew just out there. Oh.
俺は死なねえぜ、相棒。
Sort of like the whole like a man only dies when he's forgotten idea.
だがロジャーの死に際のたった一言で大海賊時代の幕開けの式典へと
Yep.
変したのだからな。
He's a fucking
俺
legend.
の財宝か。
The shining
あ
smile.
の日ほど笑った夜はない。あの日ほど泣いた夜だ。
Oh, that's great. I never laughed as much, nor did I cry as much. And drank.
我が船長
What awesome Gold Roger backstory we got. Can't believe it. Is he excited by that?
なんかじゃあまるでこの海賊時代は意図してロジャーが作ったみたい
Oh, I kind of assumed that was the case always.
答えかねる。
I always felt like Gold Roger was very in control of what was
死ん
happening.
だのだ。君のよく知るシャンクスもその一人だろう。
シャンクス知ってんのか。
イーストブルーならバギーという海賊を知らんか。
Yes. Yes, we have. Everyone's
彼らは
annoyed.
二人とも
シャンクスは海賊王の
I forgot Luffy didn't know that.
聞いとらんのか。10年
Because we only found out about that kind of
この島で
recently.
ばったりあいつと会ってな。左腕がなくなってた。
That was because of Luffy.
わけを聞く。それ以来、いつかモンキー D ルフィ、君に会いたいと思っていた。
Aw, that's so nice.
シャンクス
Aw, that is so cute, Luffy.
新世界であいつは君を待ちわびているだろう。
Oh.
俺も会いてえな。
Oh, I'm gonna cry. That's so
さ
cute.
て、状況も状況。船のコーティングの依頼だったな。
Yes.
私も
そういやコーティングってすげえ金が
Come on, on the house.
お前の友達から
Yes.
金は取らん。
Although we do still have a lot of money, right? Because we lost the bid.
だから知らねえがタダでいいんだ。
But Nami's happy about that. Oh? Robin?
レイリーさん、
Oh, shit.
質問が
About the blank entry or something?
D の意思って
Oh! Yes, please!
ロジャーの名が刻まれていた。
Mhm.
彼は
この分を最果てへと導く。
This is a good question, and she needs to know the answer.
900年前に始まる空白の100年に世界に何が起きたのかを知っている。
Yep. She's in pursuit of knowledge. He might have it.
ああ、知っている。
Uh-huh. She needs to know.
我々はだがお嬢さん、
Oh.
慌ててはいけない。君たちの船で一歩ずつ進みなさい。
Find out the answer on your
我々も
own.
またゆっくりと世界を見渡したその後に導き出す答えが我々と同じとは限らない。
That's actually a kind of mature
それでも聞きたいという
response.
ならば今話そう。
Like, you can find the information the right way instead of just hearing it secondhand from me. And that'll be the correct information.
やめておく。旅を続け。
Awesome.
君の故郷オハラのことは気の毒だったな。
Silvers, you're fucking amazing. I love
だ
him.
がロジャー、オハラの学者の頭脳にかなうはずがない。あいつはな、万物の声を聞けた。
Voice of the universe.
なんか今すげえチャンスを逃したんじゃねえ
No,
のか
she knows what she's doing.
さ、俺も行こうと思ったんだけど本当に最後
Oh, shit. Yeah, Luffy's like, this is the whole point of our journey.
宝がどこにあるかなんて聞きたくねえ。おでおっさんから何か教えてもらうなら、俺は海賊をやめる。つまんねえ冒険なら、俺は死ねえ。
Alright.
滑ってよ。俺だって聞きたくねえよ。
Alright, respect the captain.
おい、おっさん、何も喋んじゃねえぞ。
やれるか、君に。
Silvers is so
裏のライ
proud.
ンは
支配なんかしねえよ。この海で一番自由なやつが海賊王だ。やっぱり私、モンキーちゃんのファンだわ。
I'm a fan of yours.
一番グローブだったか。
俺たちは街で逃げ回ってた方がいい。
じゃあ適当にばらけて
Oh no, they're all splitting up.
一枚あるわよ。これってビブルカード。
Oh, nice.
コーティング作業には3日もらおう。
3日もかかんのか。
Yeah, that makes sense.
命を預かる作業だ。ビブルカードの導く先でコーティングを済ませ、君たちを待っている。
Okay.
本当だよ、おい。
俺のために大変なことになってごめん
No,
な。
you guys are great. Don't
お前ら
worry.
には感謝しきりだ。
3日か。
じゃあ行くか。遊園地。
So, so now are they all splitting up, or are they going in like pairs or something? I feel like they shouldn't split up completely. Oh my god, he's coming on a cannonball? That's pretty awesome.
こちらキザルお願います
Amazing. What a fantastic episode. Like you just sit down and you're like, okay, this episode is just going to be giving more lore. That's the whole episode is going to be just giving awesome freaking lore on this world and things that have happened, because we have someone who has so much information. In fact, he probably has the answers to 90% of the questions we have in this show so far. In the show so far. And yet they gave good reasons why he wouldn't just tell them all of it, you know? So firstly, we find out Roger turned himself in because he was dying, and seems like he wanted the stage to create this pirate era. And he was, you know, gonna die anyway, so that's like one way to do it. But obviously the government took credit for capturing Roger and his crew to, you know, make themselves look good, which makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because we've seen them take credit for shit. Like we've seen Navy love to take credit for things that pirates did or that they didn't themselves do. Because it makes them look stronger and it makes pirates seem weaker. So it's like, oh look, the king of the pirates and the Navy caught them, but really they didn't. The government didn't catch them. Rogers just went up to them and went, handcuff me, go ahead, you know? So so that's very cool. Yeah, him being ill while being, you know, like for several years, seems like it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I mean, we found out Crocus was the doctor on the Pirate King's crew. We already knew that Shanks and Buggy were as well, which is pretty insane. But it's cool because that means so far Crocus, Shanks, Buggy, Silvers, and Gold Roger, like all the people we know about on that crew seem like really important figures. I would love if, you know, as the show goes on, we meet a few other crew members from there, and it's like every single person we meet is like a big deal, kind of, you know? Because I would say all of those people are a big deal. Even Buggy, even though I have mixed feelings on Buggy overall, but I feel like he's a big deal. And he's definitely a big deal in this show, being like one of the first like major villains of the show, like real proper villains. Like, you know, you could say Axehand Morgan, I guess, is the first like villain or whatever, but he was so like, you know, he was sort of the face of like the government at the time, you know, to us, like to the audience. He was like, okay, this is what a government soldier looks like. When Buggy was like, here's what other pirates are like. He was like our introduction to evil pirates, essentially. So he was very important to the show, and he was also sort of like an introduction to how what devil's fruits can be like and stuff, even though we already knew one devil fruit, which is obviously Luffy's. Buggy was the first one that we find out, like we get to see sort of how diverse it is. So he's very important to the series, and he was one of Gold Roger's crew. And then obviously Shanks is extremely important and part of Gold Roger's crew. So I'm just hoping the further we go in the show, like, I mean, obviously Silvers was going to be like important because he's the vice captain. But I hope even like some other of the, you know, like Gold Roger's, if he had a musician, his musician, you know, and like a few other people, like we meet them and they're very, very big deals and important and stuff. Because it would also be cool once you've gotten more information on the crew and which members of the crew are there and stuff, to imagine like what was it like with all of these crazy characters on one ship, you know? You get to like really, and I mean maybe they'd even show flashbacks of that sort of thing. Although now that I think about it, we've seen a flashback of Buggy and Shanks, like, you know, when Shanks found the devil's fruit and whatever, you know, like, or when they have that devil's fruit that Buggy ate. So I imagine, was that flashback on Gold Roger's ship? I think it had to have been, right? And then, but then there were a bunch of like sort of grunt looking dudes there. So maybe it's not how I'm sort of imagining. Genuinely, what I would want, and I mean, this is kind of an unrealistic want. I doubt they do this. And if that flashback was there, they've already kind of not done this. But I would want, if we see Gold Roger's ship properly, that it's like looking at a ship of like JoJo characters, you know, where it's like they all stand out. They all have super unique character designs and stuff. I think it would just be cool if every time you show Gold Roger's ship, it's like there's no character that you would look at and go, well, that's a filler background grunt character, you know, that's just a dude you would draw in the background because you need extra people on the ship, you know. I would want it to be sort of like the Straw Hats. I mean, the Straw Hats, every character has a really unique design and stuff, obviously, because they all have a lot of development and they're all a main character and stuff. I would want that to be the same for Gold Roger's crew, but I don't know. Anyway, I really liked how he talked about how when Gold Roger died, he'd never laughed that hard and never cried that much. Like, that's just really beautiful, you know? Like, he was so torn up about it, but it was also the perfect way for Gold Roger to go out, and he just saw like the plan that he put in place, and it was just genius. So he laughed really, really hard, but he also cried because his friend died. Just absolutely beautiful. And then, man, the Nico Robin moment was my favorite moment of the episode, I think, where she stands up and she's like, what's the will of D? What happened in the blank century? Like, what, you know, how does Gold Roger, like, did Gold Roger use the poneglyph? Like, how is all this stuff connected? Because we have so many mysteries, and you probably have the answers, and I've been spending my life looking for those answers. You could tell me right now. And he goes, yeah, I've got the answers. I figured out the answers on my journey. But do you want to hear it from me? Because I'm gonna give you the answers as I know them, but like, you're not gonna go on the same journey. You know, your journey is going to be very changed if you find out these answers from me now. So it's not going to be the same. And also, like, you'll get more depth of the information if you see it for yourself. Like, is she going to have the same drive to find that information if she finds it out from him and then confirms it somewhere else, you know? It's not good, but like right now, her passion of like, I need to find these answers is going to take her to the place where those answers are, and she's going to be able to dive into them and get as much as she can from the source instead of hearing someone tell her about it. It's like if you go, oh, like if I was to tell you guys, like, my favorite show is Breaking Bad, right? I could describe to you what happens in every episode of Breaking Bad, and then you could go watch it. You know, like, I can describe it to you so that you know if cool things happen in Breaking Bad, and then you can go watch the episodes having heard everything that happened and see it for yourself. But the episodes aren't going to be as enjoyable for you because you've had it described. You've had every episode described to you, even though it's still the same show and it's still amazing and it's still the best show ever created. It's not going to be the same. Or you could go fucking watch it for yourself and see it, and you can build your own impressions of it. You can understand the show better because you're going to be paying more attention to the show, because you're going to be understanding everything as if it's new, and you're going to get that feeling of discovery, you know? So I really loved that moment where she has the opportunity. Silvers goes, are you sure that's what you want? And then she goes, you know what, you're right. And in that same sort of way, Usopp's like, hang on, why don't we just find out if the One Piece is real? And Luffy screams at him, like, is really, really pissed about that. And he goes like, what? I don't want to know. And it's the same thing. Like, it's basically hitting the same story beat, but through Luffy. It's like, we're on this journey anyway. We're doing this already. Aren't we gonna be much more driven and have much more fun and do this so much better if we don't know? What if he says it's not real? Then we're gonna lose all motivation to do it. What if he says it is real? Then we're going to like purely be like basically rushing to get there because we know it's there for certain. Isn't it so much better if we don't know? And so if we find the One Piece, that moment will be so much better because of the uncertainty. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But now they're all splitting up. They're all going their separate ways. I want them to not completely split up. I want them to go in like groups of 2 or 3, because like if they're completely split up, we lose some of the character dynamics, but maybe they'll find a fun way to do it regardless. But it seems like they're gonna split up. I've talked about like how One Piece, the arcs, try to split up the characters a lot anyway. I've had mixed feelings on it in the past. I've said that I don't like it very much most of the time, but then people have told me about why they do like it. And here's the thing, when I say I don't like something, I genuinely do read the comments on people. I do love reading comments of people who do like that thing and them telling me why they like it. I don't like when I like something and people tell me why I shouldn't like it or why I'm wrong or something. I don't like that because like that's not very fun, you know? That's like taking away joy. But when people explain to me something that I'm not a big fan of, but why they're a fan of it, and they do it in a nice, respectable way, then I think it's really good because I'm looking to be convinced. I don't like not liking things. I mean, it's what Abed says in Community. Like, I guess I just like liking things. Like, I want to like more stuff in this world. If there's a genre of movie or TV show or whatever that I don't like, I'm going to be looking for versions of that genre that I will like so that I can like that genre, you know? So people have told me about like what they like about the splitting up thing and how they find it satisfying. And I've been kind of convinced a little bit. I like it more now. I think it is, I think it can be an effective technique, and it does sort of make them coming back together so much sweeter. So I'm optimistic about what we're gonna do here, but it's curious, you know, because this arc has had a banger, incredible start. it has had such a good start that I am weary about how the middle is gonna be. I feel like, because I mean the middle of arcs, of One Piece arcs and sagas and stuff, tends to be obviously the least interesting part, because like that's when they're doing the, you know, facing random people, they're doing like random stuff, but the start and end of One Piece arcs are fucking incredible. So like I'm worried about the fact that we're coming towards the middle now, I feel like, but who knows, maybe it's gonna be a badass middle. I feel like Water 7 was pretty solid most of the way through, but I mean even then, like in the individual arcs in Water 7, or at least in Ennis Lobby and the train arc, the middle bits were slightly less interesting. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but let's jump into episode 401. Here we go.
Life is adventurous. To the west, to the east. Gotta find my way, sail away all the way to One Piece.
Recap Rubik's. Okay, that's the cube done. I'm not gonna bother with the second cube because I don't think I'll get enough time. One cube's enough. Yep, there we go. Good luck. I was gonna be worried about his safety, but it's Silver's Rayleigh. He'll be fine. He's blushing. No! Okay, maybe Chopper, Brook, and Luffy will go to the amusement park. Okay, let's see what Kizaru is like. Real name, Borsalino? That's kind of an awesome name. Okay, alright, these are the fodder to show what he can do. We're gonna see how powerful Kizaru is now. I mean, he rode in here on a cannonball. What? What? Huh? What the fuck is going on? Is he like Mario, where things just pass through him? Mario and MHA? Does he have permeation? Whoa! Holy shit, man! Whoa! He created an explosion with his kick? What the fuck is he? And he knocked down one of the grove trees. What? Is that because of Bonnie? I think, yeah, it's Bonnie. So yeah, she can change the ages, I guess not just of herself, but other people? I guess I prefer to be a kid. Damn. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten away yet. He left pretty early. And his ship apparently was already coded, right? So he should be gone by now. Guess he fucked around too much. How's this gonna go? Oh, I forgot about the Kuma battle going on. God damn. Doesn't matter to him, he's a robot. Aww. Okay. How does this interact? Oh! Oh, that's cool! He switched his new crew member. He's like a Pokemon trainer. God damn. He's back up. Oh no. Oh my god. Is Kid dead? What happened there? Oh, is it Kizaru? No, it's Kuma. And Luffy doesn't even know. Nami's gotta be terrified. Nami and Zoro and Sanji, the main ones who saw him. Whoa. What? Whoa. Wait. I need to rewatch that scene. That's crazy. So his body is a base. And you like shrink into it and then, whoa. What a crazy idea. And that through his eyes? Still? Yeah, I feel like Body wants to get out of there. Like, she doesn't want to get involved in the dangerous shit by the sounds of it. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god. I kind of want Hawkins to get captured this early because he seems really cool. Oh shit. Okay, chance of evasion was 76%, right? So he just evaded. Oh! The fuck? What the hell, man? Oh. So what? Does he have a devil's fruit that's like the light fruit or something? He can like kick at the speed of light, he can move at the speed of light, he can shoot light at people, maybe? And then maybe bullets pass through him because he's made of light? I don't know. Oh shit. These are some interesting powers. Oh. So he's got like a voodoo doll power? Oh shit, man. Whoa, he's strong. X-Drake. Oh god. This guy's the Hulk. Oh shit. We're seeing a lot of these supernovas powers and shit in this episode. Wait, yeah, but hang on, how is there Kuma here too? So are there multiple Kumas? Is Kuma actually just like an army of soldiers that the Navy builds? So there's like 10 of them or something? Yep. And he maybe killed Perina. We haven't seen her since. One of my favorite characters. She's just gone. Oh man. That's strong, Franky. That's impressive. Second gear! Yeah, so it's a different version of Kuma? Oh, cool illustration. Is this supposed to be Sentomaru? Okay. All right, that was some more good shit, man. I mean, it's cool. So I mean, I think they said they were gonna split up, but I guess they haven't split up yet. Or like when they said they were gonna split up, did they just mean we're going to leave Shaki and you know, and Kimi and Hachi behind? Is that just what they meant? I feel like they were implying that they were all gonna split up, but maybe not. Maybe the Straw Hats are actually gonna stay together, but I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just they haven't split up yet, because weren't they also all given a Vivre card or whatever at the end of last episode, which implies that they all would follow it to get back to one another. I don't know. Anyway, good episode. We got so many creative powers in this episode. I mean, Oda's kind of going off with how creative and crazy these powers are lately. And it's so many powers that seem like they're really weird and hard to explain, but very cool. I think that's that's so cool. I think that's a good, like, the thing about One Piece powers from a lot of the stuff we've seen is a lot of One Piece powers seem to be just like crazy, you know? Like, I feel like if you look at something like My Hero Academia's powers, you know, I like looking at different shows and how they do their power sets and stuff. You look at something like My Hero Academia's powers and you see these pretty standard like superhero power things that we've seen in other media, because clearly Horikoshi's like a big fan of like Marvel comics and stuff like that, you know, Western comics. And so you see a lot of like things that you generally see in other superhero things, but used in kind of like its own creative ways, and seeing how they interact with the My Hero world. And I think that's like a really cool thing to do. But because of that, we're seeing like kind of superhero tropes, but I really like it. I love MHA, but that's kind of how that power system works. You look at something like Fire Force, it's like all the powers are based around fire, and so like they're very specifically like one type, but all like creative applications of different parts of fire. When you look at something like Undead Unluck, it's like all the powers have to be negating something, and so it's basically showing like a curse that's placed upon them that they're able to use in power, because a rule of the universe doesn't work properly for them, you know? So there's like creativity that can come from that. With One Piece, I've always thought of One Piece as like, it kind of can be whatever. Like One Piece is like super out there and weird. But something I will say about One Piece's powers is like so many of them are just like ideas that I've never heard of or thought of before, you know, like there with some exceptions, like obviously the idea of like Enadu's power of just he's basically just like thunder, and he uses thunder and stuff like that's or lightning rather, like that makes sense, and I've seen that sort of thing in shows before. But like stuff like the gum fruit being made of rubber, like, is very creative. I don't think I've seen much of that before. And like things like this, like in this episode, Capone, I don't know which of these are gum fruits and which of these are other things, but I'm imagining most of them are not gum fruits, devil's fruits. Sorry, I do that all the time. I'm 400 episodes into the show. I still sometimes call devil's fruits gum fruits. Isn't that insane? Also, it's insane I'm 400 episodes into this show. That's crazy. We're like over a third of the way through the show. That's crazy to me. But yeah, I still call them gum fruit sometimes. But Capone seems to have a devil's fruit that makes his body into like a base, like a castle that people can go into and use his body as like a structure. But then, you know, once they come out of it, they grow back to their normal size. But it means that he can have his entire crew with him at any time. And that's pretty cool. Like, that's a cool idea. And then you have Bonney, who seems to be able to make people go older or younger. She can change the age of people by the looks of it. You have like Law, who Law seems to be able to like change the state of a certain area, but I don't know exactly how it works. But I liked how he basically acted like a Pokemon trainer where he just switched two people out. That was very cool. I enjoyed that a lot. And I mean, yeah, there's just like so much stuff. And then Kizaru, it's hard to tell exactly what his power is, but like my prediction right now is it's like a light based power. Like he might have the light fruit. And then Hawkins seems to have like a voodoo type fruit. So it's like, I guess he has like voodoo dolls inside of him. Like this is what I got from like 2 seconds of on-screen time of like this power happening. So this is just my prediction of what's happening. But it seems like he has like voodoo dolls inside of him. And when he gets attacked, instead it's like one of his voodoo dolls that gets attacked. And the voodoo doll is connected to one of his crew members. So basically when he takes a hit, his crew will take a hit instead. Which is kind of crazy. And it would suck to be on his crew. Because it's like he's going to be in the most dangerous situation. But like he will, like all of his crew will die before he does. Because he can just use them as body shields essentially. Which is kind of like the opposite of what Luffy does. Luffy will stand in the way and let himself be hit. It's pretty funny, like seeing their different ways of doing that. By the way, I thought Hawkins' like thing where he was sitting in front of him and going like, my chance at like my, you know, failure in this combat is 100%. Escape is 12%. Dodging your attack is 70 something percent. Like he you know, had all these percentages for everything, and I think that was just a really cool scene. I found that very entertaining. Anyway, we got one more episode to do in this video, so let's just bloody do it and see if it's going to continue this streak of amazing episodes. I'm kind of blown away at how many good episodes we're getting lately. So, episode 402, let's do it.
Life is adventurous, all the way to One Piece.
Okay, recap Rubik's, here we go. Okay, there's cube 1 done. Let's try to do cube 2. Okay, that's the second cube done. That's a 2 cube cap. Okay, don't look! Don't look, it's gonna be a spoiler! Oh, okay, alright. So what's 1 going on here and 2 going to happen here? Luffy already seems exhausted. I recognize those boots. Come on, crew, here we go. 3-pronged attack. Whoa, that's a cool animation sequence there. Oh yeah. This is great. All of their special moves. Hit him right in the target. Pretty cool. I doubt it put a scratch on him, but we'll see. Although those are like 3 of their strongest moves on the crew all at the same time. If he's a fake, why is he so fucking strong? Yeah. Karma exposure? He's a Reddit user. Damn, man. This is basically Hulk versus like Iron Man in a Hulkbuster uniform, you know? Uniform, suit. Oh, blasted through him. Kuma's insane, man. Whoa. Okay.
ドレーク少々。ああ、もっと少々。
He's shit talking.
俺の手内情を知っている分、絶望もでかいと思うがね。
You know truly how dangerous it is.
せいぜいお気をつけなす。
Oh. Holy shit! He's fucking... What's his name from Spider-Man?
世にも珍しいゾーン系古代種
Ancient Zo- Oh, he's a dinosaur! Oh my god. Well, that didn't last long. It's insane he's got a dinosaur Zoan fruit.
にも赤い血が通っているとは驚いた
Oh, there is some blood. Oh my god. Whoa. He's making an entire body of voodoo doll? What's he
こ
doing?
いつ化け物じみていて怖いね。
That is crazy. Oh. Oh shit. He just shoot 2 laser beams? Or he just flashed? It was just a flashbang. Oh my god! As someone who hasn't seen Dragon Ball Z, it reminds me of is it Cell who does that? There's someone in Dragon Ball who does that. Just points and shoots out lasers.
そうだったね。
Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy's doing something for once. Wait. His body of his instruments? What the fuck?
なんだ
I kinda like it. His teeth are pianos. His chest is a drum. Or his teeth are piano keys, I should say. Not pianos. Oh my god. Yeah, rap for me. This is so weird. Whoa. Oh my god. Whoa. That seems very powerful. Like if, like Kizaru clearly is like made of light or something, so he's gonna survive. But if he wasn't, if he didn't have a devil fruit or whatever he's got,
海軍の大将がこんなんでやられるわけはねえ
he'd
けど
be dead. Like if he did that to Zoro, Zoro would just be dead. Just straight up dead. Oh my god, he just beams back to his body.
ヤタの鏡
Yata mirror. Whoa! Whoa! That's fucking sick! That's awesome! Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so strong. I'm looking down because I'm writing notes, but he's so strong. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is Hawkins dead? There's a part of me that wants him to kill him just to show how terrifying he is. Always getting a call.
あれ
Huh?
もし
What?
ああ戦闘丸くん
It is Sentomaru.
じゃねえだまた黒でんでん虫に話しかけてたんじゃねえだろうなつけてる黒いでんでん虫は盗聴用だ
Ah, black one's for eavesdropping.
もういいよそれよりさっさと仕事して
Wow.
おおそうなのそれなら
Go for Kid first, since he's the most highest bounty, and go down from there. Oh my god. That's cool animation though, again. Nice! Oh! Shit. That was close. Oh my god, man. Whew! Oh, he's having flashbacks to when nothing happened. Oh man. He's having a bit of PTSD right now. And that's probably the most pain he's ever suffered in his life, I would think. And Sanji knows what's going on, I think. Oh, I like that Sanji knows. It's so good. I don't know, man, but what a crazy storyline we're doing here. Wow. Oh, this is just consistently crazy, isn't it? Isn't it so crazy? I feel like I'm sad that this is the last episode. That was the last episode we're doing in this video because I'm loving this and I want to see more. But also, I think I need a few days to like process it. Like, there's just a lot going on right now. Wow. Like, yeah, wow. There are some times in One Piece where I feel like I'll watch an episode of One Piece and I go, this episode was only good because I'm binging it. And if I wasn't, like, and that was the only episode that came out that week, I would be like disappointed because, you know, they didn't really progress much in that episode or whatever. Like, I think that sometimes during One Piece. And like, I very often think about how people who watch this show weekly must feel when they're watching an episode. These latest episodes, I feel like, have been fine, like, for week to week. They've been this. I would watch an episode and I would be like, that has left me satisfied for a week. I'm happy with that, and it would be good to discuss all this stuff with other people about what's going on for that week. So yeah, I mean, just like absolutely insane. So, X Drake was talking about how, if I got this right, Vegapunk has succeeded in putting Kizaru's power into Kuma's body. Like, which is like an insane thing, because it's like presumably Kuma's body is insanely powerful, and Kizaru's power is insanely powerful. So basically you just I mean, it's kind of like what Gecko Moria was doing with Oars, where it's like, here's an incredibly powerful body, and we're gonna take the spirit of and the will of a pirate with an incredible spirit, will, and like strength, you know. And so then you just have this unstoppable, you know, force of nature, and that's essentially what we're doing here. Except the difference is, with Oars, putting Luffy's spirit into Oars also kind of made him dumb. So, like, Oars was at his strongest when he was having Moria commanding him. But then, you know, there's also weaknesses to Moria being there directly. So, so there was, like, clearer weaknesses there. Kuma feels like he does what he needs to do, and he's doing it in the right way most of the time, you know? Like, he's terrifying. And there's multiple of him. Have we seen 3? We've seen at least 2. I think there's one with Law, right? There's one with Law, there's one with Kizaru, and there's one with the Straw Hats. Are any of them the one we saw on Thriller Bark? Because the one we saw on Thriller Bark had like paws and paw powers and stuff. And I don't think we've seen those paws or paw powers anywhere. So I don't know. Are all 3 of these just like, do they just now have Kuma bots? Like, maybe the Kuma we saw on Thriller Bark was legitimately Kuma. And now they've also invented these Kuma, these like Kuma, what do you call them? Like doppelganger type soldiers that are extremely strong, almost as strong as real Kuma. And there's just like a bunch of them, and they basically get the, like, I imagine keep them at Navy HQ and dispatch them when they absolutely need to. And since there are so many promising rookies on this island right now, they just dispatch 3 of them. I don't know, but it's crazy. X Drake can turn into a dinosaur. Next note. The music man, what was his name? Let me just go back to my big list of names and see if I can see which one he is. Because I kind of vaguely forgot, but oh yeah, he was Apu, right? Yeah, the sea roar, Apu. So he's got like piano keys as teeth. He's got like a snare on his head and a drum on his thing and a flute or a saxophone or something on his arm. Like, he just plays music and then it just fucking kills you. Like, he just played a kind of crappy rap and it just murdered Kizaru. It was amazing. I mean, his lyrics were garbage. I don't think many people are going to dispute that. His lyrics were garbage. The beat was alright, except it was a little weird towards the end of it. Like, it started awesome, and then it got kind of weird. And then he added in the lyrics, which he wasn't very good at, and then it was just super weird. But the start of it was awesome. Like, the build-up was amazing. And it would have killed him if Kizaru wasn't, like, incredibly powerful. By the way, his Yata mirror, where he just, like, does that and then blasts a beam and it bounces off all the buildings, and then where it stops, he teleports to. So cool. That's just like a really cool visualization of his teleportation, and it's so great. Yeah, man, there was just so much good stuff in this episode. But I mean, I think that's all I have to discuss about it. Like, it was just cool stuff happening. There wasn't much to talk about. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. That was episodes 399. Yeah, 399 to 402. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full length and early access. You can get the next at least 16 or so episodes on my Patreon account right now. Go check it out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.